now starting breath as a biometric interface for XR authentication, a speaker presentation by Neha Tiwari, an inventor working on breath plus VOC biometrics for XR with a patent pending, and also founder of Tanmaatra.
I'm Neha. I have, working on XR industries for almost about 10 years now. And within my journey, while I was, working and creating different applications with the different XR applications, I have worked for like different industries. The main issue that, all the time I encounter is that XR does everything. It tracks our position, our hand movements, our eye movements, and everything. But then still, there was some disconnect because the reality that we want to experience in virtual reality, or be it augmented reality, was missing the emotion part. So that's where I got an idea about Tanmantra, that if we can, with all these advancement of artificial intelligence and extended reality, if we can mix both and we can actually make human emotion get, encoded by machine, then that can be a great initiative and the great start where machine can analyze our emotions and then, make our reality respond to it. So that was the whole concept behind Tanmatra. That's where I felt that where we can start with, the thing is that like the breath itself makes a presence. So I've started, exploring the breath part of it, like how we can use breath in a biometric, or we can use breath for, maybe interaction. Maybe breath can, see or track our mood, and then it can make our virtual reality space respond to it. So that was the whole idea when I started working on this. So I have filed a patent. It is provisional patent where I'm, kind of saying that how this the whole breath thing can become the biometric for XR. So now I'll just go ahead and so as I was explaining in my introduction part, right? Even though our hands and the gaze and everything, it's quite perfect in XR, but still the mood that I was talking about, the calm and the anxiety part, is still missing. It is there, that still doesn't know how we are feeling. Our games doesn't know that. So that is where I want to, bridge the gap. So when I say that, breath is a biometric plus interaction, so breath is unique, and it's very, and it also presents our emotional state. So where I think the biometric part of the breath fits very nicely into this whole thing. That breath, and then there is an identity, mood, and then there is an interaction part of it. So this is the first POC that I have created, where if I have to explain, this is the breath based login. I have created a proof of concept where I am, I have trained data with two people, and this actually recognizes my breath. So here is the, breath authentication. So and then it waits for a breath signal. Here I am, you know activating my sensor and the script, and here the data, I'm actually breathing, and it is in the real time, it is recognizing as a person one, and here it loads welcome person one. So this is the proof of concept for breath based login. And so second here, this is for the interaction and the mood detection, the second part of my presentation, where this is you can see a candle in this, sorry, you can see the candle in the scene. Okay. So I'm going to demonstrate breath interaction in virtual world. I'm going to start my script here, which will send the data. So I have, as you can see, once I'll blow on a sensor and the flame will go out.
As you can see, the flame is gone, and here our breath sensor is running. So this is, I can say, a new way of interaction in XR, where your breath and your presence itself is a controller. You don't need external controller to control any of the object in the virtual world. So stay tuned for more.
Thank you. And moving on to next. So I just want to go through the whole system. I just want to explain the whole, breath to action, like the system architecture and all. So I'm using SGP30, which is the sensor that I'm using, and ESP is 32 is the microcontroller. So the through SGP30, we are getting two data, which is quite useful in this thing. Like I'm capturing TVOC, then carbon dioxide, and then breath duration, like the number of duration that breath the person is breathing. And model is random forest classifier, but because I was doing the POC with less number of people, and so that's why I have used random forest classifier. And accuracy, if I have to say right now, it's approximately 80 to 90, but still it's under observation. I want to validate this model with large number of data, which I am actually trying to do now, and I'm building on it. What, as I said, that right now Tanmaatra is in a very initial stage, and what I want to make Tanmaatra is a platform where breath interaction, and it can be a platform where all these breath related thing we can do. So right now I want to, as you can see, the sensor is directly, I have plugged in into my system. Rather, I want to do it using Bluetooth, or maybe if I can integrate directly into the headsets, that can be the best. And then I want to do mic based breath duration, so it automatically detect the one full breath cycle, and then larger data set, as I mentioned. So and then I want to create the software as like SDK for Unity and XR developers, where I will create an open API where people can, from different stream, be it training simulations, meditation app, hospitals, they can use these sensors, and then they can actually create simulations, which is quite useful for them. Moving on to the next slide. As I mentioned, so breath is like biometric and emotion plus privacy. I would say we can also use breath as a second layer of authentication. So suppose I'm not saying that we are going to change the biometric system. We are not going to use face or, thumb or fingerprints, or no, I'm not claiming any of those. What I'm claiming here is that this can be additional layer of authentication. Along with that, this can be additional layer of interaction. So this can be a new, human computer interaction channel. Just wanted to say that I'm looking for researchers and partners who can help me with this, and and even the hardware engineers. So because I want to test it with Oculus Meta Quest, because I have that hardware with me, and I was kind of trying to integrate that with sensors. So yeah, further I would like to improve it further, and I would like to go one more step ahead and integrate not only with Quest but more and more devices. Thank you for listening.
Want to check out more from the AWE Nite Orlando Immersive Intelligence Lab? Watch more talks and presentations from our incredible XR plus AI innovators. Thanks for watching, and please leave a like.
Nite Orlando.